where you can explore the history of immigration in the United States. Tickets for the ferry ride and access to the statue's pedestal cost around $20 for adults and $12 for children. Next, head to Central Park, where you can enjoy a leisurely stroll, rent bikes, or even take a horse-drawn carriage ride. The park also has a zoo and playgrounds for children to enjoy. Don't miss out on a visit to the American Museum of Natural History. Admission is about $23 for adults and $13 for children, where you can explore fascinating exhibits on dinosaurs, space, and more. The best times to visit New York City are in the spring, April to June, and fall, September to November, when the weather is pleasant and the city is less crowded. Our travel tips. Most major airlines fly to New York City, offering convenient options from various locations. When booking your flight, be aware of the restrictions on traveling with children. Airlines often have specific policies regarding seating arrangements, the use of car seats, and the carrying of strollers and other child-related equipment. It is advisable to check the airline's website for detailed information on these policies and to make any necessary arrangements in advance to ensure a smooth journey. Amtrak provides comfortable and scenic train journeys to New York City's Penn Station. While traveling with children, it's important to be aware of specific policies regarding seating, luggage, and onboard amenities. Ensure you have all necessary travel documents for the children, and consider bringing along snacks and entertainment to keep them occupied during the journey. If you prefer driving, New York City is accessible from many East Coast cities. Be aware of the city's traffic and parking challenges, and consider using public transportation once you arrive. A family-friendly favorite is Disneyland, California. A trip to Disneyland in Anaheim, California is a dream come true for many children and a nostalgic experience for grandparents. Spend your days exploring the Magic Kingdom and California Adventure Park, where you can enjoy rides, meet Disney characters, and watch parades and fireworks. Ticket prices vary depending on the season and the number of days you plan to visit, but a one-day ticket costs around $104 for adults and children. For younger children, attractions like It's a Small World, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, and Mickey's Toontown are ideal. Older grandchildren will enjoy thrill rides like Space Mountain and Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. The best times to visit Disneyland are during the off-peak seasons, such as mid-January to mid-March and mid-September to mid-November, to avoid long lines and large crowds. Our travel tips. Many major airlines fly to Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, or John Wayne Airport, SNA, in Orange County. Both airports are relatively close to Disneyland, with SNA being the closer option. When booking your flight, be aware of restrictions on traveling with children. Airlines often have specific policies regarding seating arrangements, the use of car seats, and the carrying of strollers and other child-related equipment. It is advisable to check the airline's website for detailed information on these policies and to make any necessary arrangements in advance to ensure a smooth journey. Consider renting an RV for a fun and flexible road trip to Disneyland. The RV rental costs can vary depending on the season, with higher rates typically during peak seasons. Be sure to check any restrictions the RV rental company may have regarding child safety and seating arrangements. Some companies have specific guidelines for the use of car seats and other child-related equipment inside the RV. Popular sites within Disneyland include the Magic Kingdom, California Adventure Park, and attractions like It's a Small World and Space Mountain. It's advisable to confirm these policies and costs ahead of time to ensure a safe and comfortable journey for your family. Driving to Disneyland can be a great option, especially if you're within a reasonable distance. Parking is available at the theme parks, and having a car allows you to explore other nearby attractions. Next up is Washington, D.C. For an educational and enriching trip, consider visiting Washington, D.C. Start with a visit to the National Mall, where you can see iconic landmarks like the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and the U.S. Capitol. Many of the museums in D.C., including the Smithsonian museums, such as the National Air and Space Museum and the National Museum of Natural History, offer free admission. Take a guided tour of the White House or the U.S. Capitol building to learn about American history and government. The best times to visit Washington, D.C. are in the spring, March to May, and fall, September to November, when the weather is mild and the city is at its most beautiful. Our travel tips. Washington, D.C. is served by 3 major airports: Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, DCA, Washington Dulles International Airport, IAD, and Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, BWI. Be sure to check each airport's specific policies on traveling with children. These policies often include guidelines on seating arrangements, the use of car seats, and the transportation of strollers and other child-related equipment. It's advisable to review these restrictions in advance and make any necessary arrangements to ensure a smooth journey. Amtrak provides service to Union Station in Washington, D.C. from various cities along the East Coast. The train offers a comfortable and scenic travel experience, with amenities like dining cars and spacious seating. To keep children entertained, bring along travel games, books, and electronic devices with headphones. The large windows provide plenty to see along the way, and the dining car can be an exciting experience for kids to enjoy a meal on the go. Driving to Washington, D.C. is a viable option, especially for those living on the East Coast. Be prepared for city traffic and limited parking options. Consider using public transportation or walking once you arrive. One of our favorites, Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming. For outdoor adventures and stunning natural beauty, Yellowstone National Park is a fantastic choice. Spend your days exploring the park's famous geysers, including Old Faithful, and the colorful hot springs, such as the Grand Prismatic Spring. The park also offers opportunities for wildlife watching, with chances to see bison, elk, and even bears. Entrance fees to the park are $35 per vehicle for a 7-day pass. There are numerous hiking trails suitable for all ages and abilities, as well as ranger-led programs and educational exhibits. The best time to visit Yellowstone is from late April to early June, or from September to early October when the weather is pleasant and the park is less crowded. Our travel tips. Flying to Yellowstone can be quite affordable depending on the time of year and the airport you choose. The closest airports to Yellowstone are Jackson Hole Airport, Yellowstone Airport, and Bozeman Yellowstone International Airport. From there, you can rent a car to drive to the park. It's advisable to book your flights and car rentals well in advance to secure the best rates. An RV trip to Yellowstone offers the flexibility to explore the park at your own pace. There are several campgrounds within and around the park that accommodate RVs, such as the Madison Campground, which costs about $28 per night, and the Grant Village Campground, with fees starting at around $33 per night. Additionally, the Fishing Bridge RV Park provides full hookups for around $83 per night. Make sure to book your spot in advance, as these sites can fill up quickly, especially during peak season. Driving to Yellowstone is a popular option for those living within a reasonable distance. Having a car allows you to explore the park's vast landscapes and attractions at your own pace. Here is one that is going to surprise you. Destin, Florida. For a beach getaway, head to Destin, Florida, known for its stunning white sand beaches and emerald green waters. Spend your days relaxing on the beach, building sandcastles, and swimming in the warm Gulf of Mexico. Destin also offers a variety of water activities, such as paddleboarding, kayaking, and dolphin watching cruises. For a family-friendly outing, visit the Gulfarium Marine Adventure Park, where tickets are around $24 for adults and $18 for children. Here you can see marine animals up close and enjoy interactive exhibits. The best times to visit Destin are in the spring from April to May, and fall from September to October when the weather is warm and the beaches are less crowded. Our travel tips. The closest airport to Destin is Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport. Flying to Destin can be quite affordable, especially if you book during off-peak times. The best times to find cheaper flights are typically in the spring and fall. Consider renting an RV for a road trip to Destin. There are several RV parks and campgrounds in the area that provide easy access to the beach and other attractions. Destin offers a variety of sites, such as Henderson Beach State Park with its pristine white sands, and the popular Camp Gulf RV Park, which is directly on the beach. The cost of these sites can vary by season, with prices typically higher during peak summer months. For example, Camp Gulf RV park rates range from around $110 per night in the summer to about $80 per night during off-peak times in the spring and fall. Driving to Destin can be a great option, especially if you're within a reasonable distance. Having a car allows you to explore nearby attractions and beaches. Number 6 is a winner, Branson, Missouri. Branson, Missouri is another great option for family-friendly entertainment. Known for its live shows and attractions, Branson offers something for everyone. Take in a musical or comedy show at one of the many theaters, or visit Silver Dollar City, a 19th century-themed amusement park with rides, crafts, and live entertainment. Admission is around $79 for adults and $69 for children. For outdoor activities, head to Table Rock Lake, where you can enjoy boating, fishing, and hiking. The best times to visit Branson are in the spring, from April to June, and fall, from September to November, when the weather is pleasant and the crowds are manageable. Our travel tips. The closest airport to Branson is Branson Airport. Several airlines, including Southwest and Frontier, offer direct flights to this airport, making it a convenient option for travelers. The cost of flights can vary significantly depending on the season. During peak travel times in the summer and winter holidays, prices tend to be higher. However, if you book during the off-peak seasons like spring and fall, you can find more affordable airfare options. Consider renting an RV for a road trip to Branson. There are several RV parks and campgrounds in the area that provide easy access to shows and attractions. For instance, Table Rock State Park offers beautiful lakeside camping, with prices ranging from around $30 per night during off-peak seasons to approximately $40 per night in the summer. Another option is Branson Getaway, which features full hookup sites, a pool, and various activities. The rates here vary, with prices around $50 per night in the spring and fall and up to $70 per night during peak summer months. Driving to Branson can be a great option, especially if you're within a reasonable distance. Having a car allows you to explore nearby attractions and outdoor activities. Each of these destinations offers a range of activities suitable for different age groups, ensuring that everyone has a fantastic time. Remember to consider the interests and energy levels of both you and your grandchildren when planning your trip, and be sure to schedule plenty of downtime to rest and recharge. With careful planning and a sense of adventure, you'll create lasting memories and strengthen the bond with your grandchildren on these unforgettable trips. So pack your bags and get ready for an adventure with your grandchildren that you'll cherish forever.